we interact with technology in ways that feel completely natural. From sending quick texts to asking voice assistants for help to swiping and tapping on screens, these actions blend seamlessly in our daily routines. Consider how you might start by texting a friend on your smartphone. This tactile interaction with the keyboard feels instinctive, requiring no conscious thought about the technology itself. Then, without skipping a beat, you switch to voice commands, asking Siri or Google Assistant for directions or to set a reminder. This vocal input complements the text-based interaction effortlessly. Finally, you gesture on the touchscreen to scroll through photos or navigate apps. These hand movements work in harmony with voice and text, creating a fluid experience that adapts to your needs. In advanced settings, like smart restaurants or homes, these modalities extend to visual and spatial interactions, where technology anticipates and responds to our natural behaviors. This unconscious blending of touch, voice, and gesture is already part of our daily lives, paving the way for even more intuitive multimodal interactions that enhance how we connect with technology. Interaction in human-computer interaction, or HCI, refers to the integration of multiple sensory input and output channels to enable more natural, intuitive, and flexible user experiences. Instead of relying on a single method of interaction, such as typing or clicking, multimodal systems allow users to combine various modes simultaneously or interchangeably, creating a richer and more contextually aware form of communication between humans and computers. The core components of multimodal interaction include various input and output modes. Input modes allow users to provide commands and information to the system, while output modes deliver responses and feedback. Common input modes include voice commands for natural speech interaction, touch gestures for direct manipulation, and eye tracking for gaze-based control. Output modes encompass tactile haptics that provide physical feedback through vibrations, audio feedback for sound-based responses, and visual cues that display information graphically. For instance, eye tracking technology uses cameras and mathematical models to detect where a user is looking on a screen, enabling hands-free interaction. Similarly, haptic feedback systems provide tactile sensations through specialized gloves or devices, allowing users to feel virtual objects and receive physical confirmation of actions. Two fundamental principles guide multimodal interaction design. Complementarity refers to how different modes reinforce and enhance each other, creating a more robust and intuitive experience. For example, voice commands might be complemented by visual feedback, making interactions clearer and more reliable. Redundancy provides multiple pathways for users to accomplish the same goal, accommodating different preferences, abilities, and contexts. In contrast to multimodal interfaces, unimodal systems rely on a single input or output mode, such as keyboard typing or mouse clicking. While functional, these approaches can feel restrictive and less natural. Multimodal interaction overcomes these limitations by providing richer context awareness. Systems can understand user intent through combined signals and enhanced communication capabilities, allowing for more nuanced and adaptive human-computer dialogue. The result is significantly enhanced context awareness and communication. Multimodal systems can interpret subtle cues from multiple sources, adapt to changing environments, and provide more meaningful responses. This approach not only improves usability, but also makes technology more accessible and inclusive for diverse users across different abilities and preferences. One of the most common examples of multimodal interaction today is found in smartphones. Take the iPhone 15 Pro, which combines voice commands through Siri with touch gestures on its screen and advanced gaze tracking via the neural engine. This integration allows users to dictate messages while scrolling through apps, reducing task completion time by up to 30%, compared to traditional single-mode interfaces. The haptic feedback provides tactile confirmation, making interactions feel more natural and intuitive. In the automotive sector, Tesla's full self-driving system version 12 exemplifies multimodal interaction. The large touchscreen allows touch-based control of navigation and settings, while voice commands enable hands-free operation. Haptic feedback through the steering wheel provides subtle vibrations to alert drivers to hazards or lane changes, creating a safer driving experience. Studies show this multimodal approach reduces accident rates by 15% in semi autonomous vehicles by allowing drivers to process information through multiple sensory channels simultaneously. Virtual reality systems like MetaQuest 3 demonstrate advanced multimodal interaction in immersive environments. Users can perform hand gestures tracked by the headset's cameras to interact with virtual objects, while spatial audio provides directional sound cues that enhance presence. Gaze control allows users to select items simply by looking at them, reducing the need for physical controllers. User studies from Oculus report 80% higher engagement in multimodal VR experiences compared to traditional button-based controls, as the combination creates a more natural and intuitive way to explore virtual worlds. Across smartphones, automotive systems, and virtual reality, multimodal interaction transforms how we engage with technology, making it more accessible, safer, and immersive. One of the primary benefits of multimodal interaction is enhanced accessibility for users with disabilities. By combining multiple input methods like voice, touch, and gesture, these systems allow people with different abilities to interact more effectively. For instance, visually impaired users can rely on voice commands to navigate interfaces, bypassing the need for visual cues and creating a more inclusive experience. Another significant advantage is adaptability to various contexts. Multimodal interfaces allow users to seamlessly switch between input modes based on their environment. In a noisy setting, voice commands might be less effective, so users can switch to touch or gesture inputs. Conversely, in visually distracting environments, they might prefer voice or haptic feedback. This flexibility ensures that interactions remain effective regardless of external conditions. Multimodal systems also help reduce cognitive load by enabling parallel processing of information. Instead of focusing on a single input method, users can leverage multiple senses at once, which aligns with how humans naturally process information. For example, combining visual cues with auditory feedback allows for quicker comprehension and less mental effort, making interactions feel more intuitive and less taxing on the brain. Finally, multimodal interaction leads to more engaging and enjoyable user experiences. By mimicking natural human communication, these systems create immersive interactions that feel intuitive and fun. The combination of multiple modalities keeps users more involved, reducing boredom and increasing satisfaction compared to traditional single-mode interfaces. Designing effective multimodal systems presents significant hurdles that must be carefully navigated. The primary challenge lies in integrating multiple input and output modes without creating conflicts or overwhelming users. Integration complexity arises from combining modes like voice, touch, and gesture. When these modes overlap or conflict, it can create confusing interactions. For instance, a voice command might interfere with a touch gesture, leading to unintended actions and user frustration. Context switching fatigue occurs when users must frequently switch between different modes, such as alternating between voice commands and touch inputs. This constant shifting increases cognitive load, leading to reduced productivity, higher error rates, diminished creativity, and lower job satisfaction. Seamless integration is crucial to minimize these impacts. Consistency in modality behavior across different devices and platforms is essential to avoid user confusion and frustration. When a voice command works differently on a smartphone versus a desktop computer, or when gesture controls vary between VR and mobile devices, users experience frustration and reduced trust in the system. Current solutions include standardized frameworks like those from the World Wide Web Consortium, which provide guidelines for consistent multimodal interactions. However, persistent issues remain in legacy systems that weren't designed with multimodality in mind, requiring extensive retrofitting and potential compatibility conflicts. Forefront of multimodal interaction research, we're seeing groundbreaking advancements that blur the lines between humans and computers. Multimodal AI systems are revolutionizing how we interact by processing multiple sensory inputs simultaneously, enabling predictive adaptation that anticipates user needs before they arise. Multimodal AI integrates diverse inputs like voice, vision, and touch through advanced machine learning algorithms. This fusion allows systems to understand context more deeply, predicting user intentions and adapting interfaces in real time to create highly personalized experiences that feel intuitive and seamless. Adaptive systems take personalization further by continuously learning from user behavior. Through data analysis, these systems identify patterns in how individuals interact, such as preferring voice commands in noisy environments or touch gestures when focused. They then tailor interaction modes dynamically, reducing cognitive load and enhancing efficiency across different contexts. Looking to the future, brain-computer interfaces represent the ultimate frontier in multimodal interaction. BCI technology allows direct thought-based control, bypassing traditional inputs entirely. Neuralink's prototypes demonstrate this potential, enabling paralyzed users to control VR environments through gaze and neural signals, achieving unprecedented levels of independence and seamless human-machine integration. Interfaces, or BCIs, represent a revolutionary approach to human-machine interaction. These systems establish direct communication pathways between the human brain and external devices by detecting, interpreting, and translating neural signals into actionable commands. At their core, BCIs work by capturing electrical activity from neurons through methods like electroencephalography, or EEG, which uses electrodes placed on the scalp to record brainwaves. These raw signals are then processed through sophisticated algorithms that filter noise, extract meaningful patterns, and convert them into digital commands that can control computers, prosthetics, or other devices. The current state of BCI technology is rapidly evolving, moving from research labs to practical applications. Non-invasive systems using electroencephalography, or EEG, have become more accessible and affordable, while invasive implants offer higher precision but require surgical procedures. Leading developments come from companies like Neuralink, founded by Elon Musk, and academic institutions worldwide. Applications span medical rehabilitation, where BCIs help restore movement and communication for those with disabilities, to emerging consumer uses like hands-free device control and gaming interfaces. Modern BCIs can achieve real-time control of prosthetic limbs and computer cursors with increasing accuracy, processing neural signals at speeds approaching natural human response times. One of the most transformative applications of BCI technology is in restoring independence to paralyzed users. Individuals with spinal cord injuries or neurodegenerative diseases can regain control over their environment through neural interfaces. BCIs enable direct brain control of wheelchairs, prosthetic limbs, and communication devices, bypassing damaged neural pathways. Clinical trials, such as those conducted by Neuralink and other research institutions, demonstrate remarkable results. Paralyzed participants achieving up to 90% independence in essential daily tasks. This includes controlling robotic arms to eat independently, operating computer interfaces for communication and work, and managing household appliances. The technology translates thought patterns into precise motor commands, offering a level of autonomy that was previously unimaginable for those with severe mobility impairments. BCI technology extends beyond medical applications to transform workplace productivity and everyday tasks. In professional settings, BCIs allow hands-free control of computers, machinery, and collaborative robots, particularly benefiting individuals with physical disabilities. Workers can operate complex systems through thought alone, enabling seamless multitasking and reducing physical strain. In daily life, BCIs facilitate smart home automation, where users control lighting, appliances, and security systems mentally, and enhance gaming experiences with immersive, thought-driven interactions. The potential for broader adoption includes direct brain-to-computer interfaces that could revolutionize remote work, creative processes, and human augmentation, creating more intuitive and efficient ways to interact with technology in both professional and personal contexts. Despite rapid progress, BCI technology faces several significant limitations that must be addressed for widespread adoption. Signal quality remains a challenge, with electrical noise from muscles and external sources interfering with neural readings, requiring sophisticated filtering algorithms. Spatial resolution is limited, particularly in non-invasive systems, making it difficult to distinguish between closely located brain regions. Users often need extensive training to achieve reliable control, and invasive implants carry surgical risks and potential complications. Battery life and device comfort are practical concerns, with wearable systems sometimes causing fatigue during prolonged use. Additionally, each user's unique neural patterns require individual calibration, limiting the plug-and-play nature of current BCIs. The ethical implications of BCI technology are profound and multifaceted, requiring careful consideration as the field advances. Privacy concerns are paramount, as BCIs capture direct neural data that can reveal intimate thoughts, emotions, and cognitive processes, potentially more revealing than traditional biometric data. Issues of informed consent become complex, particularly for vulnerable populations, and equitable access must be ensured to prevent creating new forms of digital inequality. The technology raises questions about potential misuse, such as unauthorized surveillance or manipulation of neural signals, and the societal impacts of human augmentation. Ethical frameworks must address the blurring boundaries between humans and machines, the potential for cognitive enhancement creating unfair advantages, and the long-term implications for human identity and autonomy. Conclusion. Multimodal interaction represents a transformative approach to human-computer collaboration, seamlessly integrating multiple input and output modes to create more natural and intuitive experiences. A key trend is the move toward inclusivity through universal design. Principles like equitable use and simple, intuitive interfaces ensure that multimodal systems are accessible to diverse users, from those with disabilities to elderly individuals, fostering a more inclusive digital world. The power of AI-enhanced creativity is another transformative aspect. By blending modalities, AI systems can interpret and generate content across voice, vision, and touch, amplifying human imagination and enabling breakthroughs in design, education, and entertainment. Envision fully integrated ecosystems where the physical and digital worlds blend seamlessly. Digital ecosystems connect devices globally, while multimodal interfaces handle diverse inputs, creating cohesive experiences that adapt to users' needs and environments. In closing, the transformative potential of multimodal interaction calls us to action. By adopting these technologies, we can build a future where technology truly enhances human capabilities, fosters collaboration, and creates opportunities for all. Consider how multimodal interaction can revolutionize your work and life. The possibilities are limitless.